Will it change things? And I said, I hope so, buddy. I hope so.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Dave Show. So glad you could be here today and spend a little bit of time with me. We've got a good show planned. Before we get to the woke, unhinged madness, I'd just like to ask you for something. I don't normally like to ask for personal favors, if you will, but there's been something weird happening with the channel as of late, and I'm hoping that, well, this is going to be a test. I would ask that everyone just like the episode. Even if you don't like the episode, just like it. It takes literally not even 2 seconds of your time, one click of the mouse button. And I'm just wondering if we have more likes on an episode, it might be able to push through the algorithm. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. It would be an interesting experiment nonetheless. All right, let's get to the madness. Let's stop talking. Let's do it. News and nuts. News and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts. President Trump has plans for the White House, from building a new ballroom, which I guess nobody has done, at least to the scale and grandeur that he's going to do it. But he also just put in a beautiful new flagpole with a wonderful, gigantic, brand new American flag. And it is pretty stunning. Take a look. President Trump says that Iran should have taken the deal, but he also states that in no way, shape, or form is Iran going to be allowed to have a nuclear weapon because it puts the world at risk. Check it out.
I have a plan for everything, but we'll see what happens. Got a ways to go. They should have made the deal. I had a great deal for them. They decided not to do it, and now they wish they did it. And they want to meet, but it's a little late to meet. I don't want to get involved either, but I've been saying for 20 years, maybe longer, that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I've been saying it for a long time. You may have to fight, and maybe it'll end, very quickly. But there's no way that you can allow, whether you have to fight or not, you can allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon, because the entire world will blow up. I'm not going to let that happen.
Arnold Schwarzenegger visited The View, and the hosts' woke ideology, their assumptions on immigration, were quickly terminated. Check it out.
As an immigrant yourself, you are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Yeah. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and this is the land of opportunity. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing. When you come to America, you're a guest. And you have to behave like a guest. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America.
Greg Gutfeld from The Five talks a little bit about immigration and why the Democrats have brought to pass the term, "This is why we can't have nice things," because the Democrats have destroyed the system that provides those nice things. It's an interesting take. Check it out.
Common sense.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
Good. Let's be honest. The only reason why Arnold went on The View was to look skinny. Now, but he is voicing the damage that the liberals' embrace of illegal immigration has done to legal immigration. Yeah. How does it feel to have waited in line to get into Disneyland when everybody else just jumped the fence, got in for free, and they're peeing in the teacups? Because that's what he's talking about. If I hear another hack say, we're a nation of immigrants during this process, I'm going to deport their ass with my foot. You can't say that while you're destroying the process of legal immigration. If you believe that immigration is the foundation of this country, then you should protect the process with all your might. That's what, because what you're seeing right now is the consequence of letting that go away. The biggest harm the Democrats have done is they contaminated the system by defying the system. You've heard the phrase, this is why you can't have nice things. Think about so many nice things that we can't have because of liberalism. One of them is legal immigration, because they destroyed that. But think about women's sports. That was nice for a while. Peaceful protests, that was nice. Can't have that anymore. Safety nets. Safety nets. You know, for people that needed it, they exploited that. Look at our entertainment when it went woke. Look at religion. They put folk guitar in Catholic Mass. Worst thing that could ever happen. Our politics is destroyed. Our comedy got destroyed. Now I'm rebuilding it. Thank you. Sanctuary cities were the poison pill that killed legal immigration. We're dealing with it now.
All right, that's it for the news. Now on to the nuts. This first clip shows a guy that has an insane vertical jump. I'm not exactly sure how high he jumps, but I know it's at least as tall as he is. It's pretty crazy. Check it out. In this next clip, some in the comments say that it looks like one of those new hypersonic missiles. I've never seen one of those ripping through the sky, so I don't know. Some people just thought it might be a normal rocket of some sort. If you ask me, if you kind of squint, it just looks like a big sperm in the sky. Check it out. What would you do if this happened to you while driving? I think I would definitely get out of the car. But seriously, what are the odds of this happening? It's got to be pretty astronomical. Check it out.
And I'm still looking for a perfect. What's this? Oh my God! There's a bird in my car.
All right, my friends, that's it for the news and nuts. But don't worry, we've got you covered. We've got a lot of unhinged liberal wokeness to get through. So get ready to jump into the deep pool of liberal madness. Sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
I hope every cop that you know in your life dies of the most painful, slowest forming cancer ever, okay? Your dad, your mom, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband. I hope they die. A slow, painful death.
Yeah, real nice guy. Real nice. I'm sure the karma police are coming for you.
Mexico has arrived.
What? Wait, so is it now Mexican Gay Pride Month? I'm not sure.
The country seems very scary for a lot of us today.
Not as scary as you look. Jeez Louise.
There is a lot of bigotry that has always been there, but it has, I don't even want to say it has courage to show its face, because these people are cowards through and through. I can tell you that much. And why do I call them cowards? Because the only power that they have, the only weapon that these people use against us is fear. I guarantee that every time that you go out and you are confident enough and you have the courage to be visible, to be visibly queer, to be visibly transgender, you are saving queer and trans lives every single time.
Jeez.
That is the power of visibility. I know it's scary right now, but if we stick together, the only way to fight fascism and bigotry is with community, and that is exactly what we are doing here today by gathering.
If something as trivial as your older sister supporting ICE sets you off like this, you have some serious coping issues. And quite frankly, I don't know how you're going to make it through life, my dear, because this stuff is going to pass. And I'm sorry, but life throws you much, much worse. And I don't think you're ready for any of the curveballs that are ahead of you.
Donald Trump, shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. You done enough already. Iran, listen up. We have nothing to do with this motherfucker. You can find him at Mar-a-Lago. You can find him on Pennsylvania Avenue. Go get him. Get him, his family, his billionaire friends. Get him. He's the one starting this shit. We didn't vote for him. Iran, listen. We didn't vote for him, okay? We didn't want this man in the office, okay? We knew what the fuck he was going to do, okay? Us. We didn't vote for him, okay? Listen. We did not vote for him once again, okay? Leave us out of this. I seen your message. I seen your tweet. We don't want to pay for it. We don't want to pay. We already paid for his shit. We don't want to pay for his shit. Make him pay for his own shit, okay? He started this shit, Iran, okay? If you listen and if this can get to you, please leave us out of it. We showed up. That motherfucker and started something, y'all, that we might not be able to get out of, okay? Get ready. Okay? If you go back in my other videos, I always told y'all to get ready. This is it now, y'all. This is it. This motherfucker starting shit. He on Twitter creating a whole war, y'all. All right? World War III is upon us.
I went to the pharmacy today.
Okay.
I'm so pissed. Because I went to go pick up my testosterone and needles.
Oh, no.
And guess what happened? They told me my insurance is not working.
What?
And so now, I am missing probably the next few weeks of no testosterone. Like...
Oh my gosh, I'm devastated.
I'm so disappointed in this country.
Oh no! Does that mean you have to actually pay for your own testosterone treatment? Oh, no. Oh, the humanity!
Hi, I'm Ronnie Winter. I sing for the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, and I actually follow what Jesus says. If you're a Christian and you're watching this and you voted for Donald Trump, shame on you.
Oh.
You are not allowed to come to my shows. I don't want you there. Don't come to my shows. It's awesome that you love Face Down. It's not for you. It's not your song.
Dude, I don't even know who you are. Okay, you must not be that famous. But, you know, it's interesting that you say you follow Jesus, but yet you want, demand that half of America, more than half, not come to your concerts or not listen to your music. Now, an interesting thing about Jesus and his ministry is that he was more than willing to sit down with the sinners, right? He wasn't there for the people that were righteous or whatever. He wasn't there for them. He was there for the sick, right? For the sinners. And I'm not saying that if you voted for Trump that you're a sinner. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that if you truly follow Jesus, then you'd be willing to sit down with the MAGA people, with that half of the country that voted for Trump, and let them enjoy your music. Talk to them. Try to get to know them. Because that's actually what Jesus would do. Ironic, isn't it?
Petition to arrest anyone who disagrees with the LGBTQ community.
Absolutely.
What makes you inclined to sign that one?
Honestly, I think we should just be able to take over the world and have nobody stop us. Like, you know, why can't we just
totally
do whatever we want, you know?
Would you say it's safe to say maybe you're fascist, but fascist in the LGBTQ way?
I'd have to look up what fascist meant, but, you know, it sounds pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea what it means, but yeah, it totally sounds cool. What a buffoon. Get just like an ounce of education, my friend. Just a smidge.
This message goes out specifically to the Latinx community and the black community, specifically women, because a lot of black men woke up. What has the Democrat Party done for you? Latinx community, have you not realized that you're not getting the support you thought you would get from the black community in regards to keeping these illegal immigrants here? It's because they don't want them here either. Could it be that maybe the black community is seeing the Latino community get used the same way the black community got used back in 2020? You know, when BLM was peacefully protesting, while cities burnt down, people got hurt, yada, yada, yada. What good came out of it? What was accomplished? What did they do specifically for the black community?
Nothing.
Democrats did not a thing for the black community. And ain't it ironic that the same Democrat Party who used to sit here and say shit back then in regards to advocating for a certain community to stay here, which was slaves, who's going to pick our crops? Who's going to pick our food? Who's going to serve our food? Who's going to clean up after us, raise our children? They're using the same tactic on you Latinx pendejos, and they're using it through illegal immigrants.
Yep.
You can get mad at me all you want, but to me, that sounds like you're more of a traitor than I ever was. When are you guys going to wake up? Because it's obvious that black men did. It's obvious that Latino men did, which is why they voted for President Donald J. Trump. But my question still stands. What the has the Democrat Party done for you? Not a thing. Which baffles me why 90% of black women who see what the Democrat Party's doing to the Latino community still support the Democrat Party. And I don't see any of you telling the Latino community to wake the up. But God forbid I do it, and it's a whole ass problem.
Well, Obama had the same policy. I don't give a damn about Obama. We're not talking about Obama.
Well, maybe you should be talking about Obama. Look, Obama deported millions of people during his presidency, during his 8 years, and he was the deporter in chief. And he wasn't called that for just for kicks. But look, it is interesting that right at the, well, once she gives her little rant, she gets all prim and proper. And you know she's about to say something like, and have a great day, which completely shows her bipolar mental illness on full display.
We were walking down an aisle, and there were like two guys that walked up next to us. You know, Peyton like walked away, my wife walked away for just a second, and they were like snickering to their to themselves or something, and like I didn't really think much of it, so I'm just looking at the candy aisle trying to decide what candy I want. And he walks by and gets like inches from me and just rips one, like farts like this far from me. That's disgusting to say. I can't even believe I'm having to say this, but he did. And about that time, Peyton walked up, like didn't witness what happened, but like seconds later, and I'm like upset and I follow after him. I was like, is there a reason? You were just so disrespectful to me. Called you a bitch. Come here. And he, never felt so dehumanized.
Not only did he fart on her, when she confronted him, he said, just walk away, you fucking bitch.
This is Albertsons, by the way. And go to the customer service to be like, hey, this just happened. I was just disrespected in your store and called names like several times. And the security guard went and talked to him, came back, and they all just kind of looked at us and was like, well, can't y'all just leave? Is this a standard for society?
Yeah, I'll take things that never happened for 500, Alex. And look, even if it did happen, and if this guy did get right up on her and let one rip, yeah, that's pretty gross. I will admit. And I would be pretty offended, but would I make a big stink out of it? No pun intended. Well, maybe just a little. But no, I wouldn't. And would it drive me to tears long after the incident happened? Long enough for me to grab a camera and start filming and recounting the ordeal? No. No, that is somebody that is either total performative theater or she has some serious mental health. Pick your pleasure.
This video is for straight men and straight men only.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but how in the world could you not like me?
I mean, as a friend? Sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what type of personality you have yet, but I could like you as a friend, no problem.
Yes, I'm a trans woman. I'm a doll. Like, what is so different about dating me than a cis woman?
That doesn't make me gay, huh?
I can do everything that she can.
No, you can't. You can't even come close.
This is insane. This is horrifying. Why is the world not in full panic mode? I am freaking out. I am scared. I am scared. I am scared. People should be scared. This is not okay. This is not okay. We should not be living in a world like this. This administration has got to go, and we have to fucking do something about it. I'm fucking scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. This is so crazy. This has gotten out of control. This administration is actually insane, and we have to fucking do something about it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but we have to do something about it, and I'm scared. I'm scared.
I'm pretty sure she's scared. But, like, you don't have to be scared. Just unplug from the hive mind. Stop listening and watching MSNBC and that cult news channel. Or channels. Oh, man, go outside. Get some fresh air. Get some sun. Feel the grass underneath your feet. My gosh. Talk to other people. That might help your condition. And you will find out very quickly that people aren't so scary when you actually talk to them.
We're at the point where if it's not free Palestine, if it's not fuck ICE, we're not friends. You haven't seen anything, you haven't said anything? Fucking whack.
Look, it doesn't matter if it's ICE or if it's Donald Trump or if it's Doge or whatever. It doesn't matter, because you're always going to be looking for a reason to drop people from your family, which is a horrible thing to do. You're going to regret it at some point in your life. But let's face it, you're doing it because you're mentally ill.
Should I have to be forced to call a grown man a woman?
I think it comes down to a respect thing. If you don't want
so I respect them too much to lie. So I will call them sir, not ma'am.
It's to me, like, that doesn't make if you respected them, you would do what they ask you to.
No, that's wrong. See,
I don't think that's true.
So
I think
let's think about that. Let's play that out. You know that
serious.
there are hundreds of thousands of men who think they are teenagers still? Should we acknowledge and affirm the fact they think they're younger than they really are?
No, because age is like sex. It's biological. You know, like gender is something. It's about.
Wait. So now you just proved my point.
No.
So they're both objective truth that cannot change regardless of what you wear, do yourself, or force people to say.
Now that guy's like, no, wait, you just trapped me in logic. Just a second. Let me try to work my way out of this. Darn you, Charlie Kirk. Darn you and your logic.
Hi, yeah. Real quick, I just want to say I hate him. 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 I fucking hate him. I hate him. Also, you of the day goes out to every ICE agent.
Just so you understand, I genuinely think I'm superior to MAGA supporters. That's not a joke. I genuinely believe I am superior to every single person who still supports Donald Trump. And to be honest, I think I'm right. I've been doing this for a while. I've exposed myself to some of the least educated people in this nation. I have debated them. I have talked with them. And I can confidently say that if you don't support Donald Trump, you are superior to everybody who does support him. They are less than you, okay? Now, the thing is, all men and women are created equal. Everybody is born equal. But we don't all perish equally. We don't leave this life equally, okay? We're all born with a clean slate. But to all the MAGA supporters, you guys are inferior. You are inferior beings. I hope you understand that. You still deserve human rights because, you know, that my ideology is superior to yours. I know that you would love to strip away my rights, but you still deserve human rights. But I want you to understand you are inferior, okay? I hope that rings through your fucking MAGA hat.
Your argument doesn't even make any sense. I'm sorry, my friend, but I'm pretty sure you just went
full retard, man. Never go full retard.
You know, I've always been a very liberal person, maybe even a libtard. But once you have a kid, you start like having thoughts that have been characterized as conservative. Yes. As soon as I had a kid, I was like, I need a gun now. Yeah. Not for myself, because I've got coyotes in my yard. Right. I've got coyotes everywhere. And before I had a kid, I was like, they coexist with us. Coyotes were here first. Like, I'm in the coyotes' home. Now I'm like, let's make hats out of them. Let's make hats. Let's make coyote boots, coyote earrings out of their eyeballs. Like, it's just...
This seems to happen to a lot of people once they reach a certain financial level, or perhaps they have a family, they start having kids, and the script gets flipped, and they take that big, delicious red pill, and they actually start waking up instead of being woke up. I don't know. Okay, anyway, you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god, it's all fun and games until you get drafted. Baby, they're not drafting me. They show up on my doorstep saying I have to serve the country. I'm painting their faces red with myself. If you know what I'm saying. I'm not doing it. I'm not dying in Israel.
It's interesting that she says that she would rather give her life than to go fight for her country. Now, I know that there were a lot of people during the Vietnam War that were like, I'm just going to go up to Canada, or I'm going to boogie on down to Mexico or wherever to avoid the draft. But I don't think a lot of people back in the 70s were saying, I'm going to take my own life. It shows you how far the mental illness has progressed in this generation. The indoctrination is deep for some of these people. And it's sad.
What would happen if Americans decided to go to Mexico, wave the American flag, and burn the Mexican flag? Well, they would be arrested before even trying to. Article 33 of the Mexican Constitution prohibits foreigners from participating in political protests or demonstrations. Ironic, because the Mexican president openly supports the riots in LA, something she would never allow in her own country.
My husband and my son, my 7-year-old son, just walked out the door to go to a No Kings protest. And I'm staying home because my other son does not feel well. And as they were walking out the door, I said, thank you for being so brave and going and doing this. And my son looked at me and said, will it change things? And I said, I hope so, buddy. I hope so.
I'm not buying those crocodile tears, because if those are real, you have some serious mental issues that you need to deal with. And way to go for brainwashing your son. Mother of the Year award. Good grief. What a horrible lady.
I will take one for the team, and if ICE comes around me, I will protect everyone around me. I will run out. They can grab me. I know it's confusing. I'm white, but I'm not American. I'm a lesbian. So, try to deport me.
You're not American, but you're a lesbian? I think your definition of lesbian and what it really means pertaining to being a U.S. citizen is like way off base. Yay. What is happening to our country?
Ha! Gay!
We're having people at World Pride pick between my fiance and Osama bin Laden. Who do they want in their country?
What?
Who would you rather have in your country? Number 1 or number 2?
Number 2.
Why?
Because that one is a terrorist, that one is not.
What?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, that's Osama bin Laden. That is a terrorist. That is not.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Though I am a lady, I would personally like to say, that pissy pamper slew-footed shit tinted anus lip toupee wearing McDonald's bad body bada bop 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 kids crushing daughter lusting grabbing orange felon.
Wow.
Have a good day.
You kissed your mother with that mouth? My gosh. Jeez.
Most trans kids know that they're trans between the ages of 3 and 7. My daughter knew around 2.5. She knew. I didn't.
No, she didn't. I guarantee you she did not. Unless someone told her about it. Which was probably you.
I often tell my kids that I'm not smarter than you, I just know different things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not smarter than your kids.
And the things that our kids know that we don't, those are the things that make all the difference and the ones we should really listen to. My child is not mentally ill. To begin gender-affirming care, she had to speak to more healthcare professionals than probably anyone in this room ever has.
Yeah, and what did all those professionals do? They reinforced the notion that she needed to chop off her junk and transition. Nobody, I guarantee you, not one person said, you know what, maybe just pump the brakes a little bit and let's just calm down and give your brain a couple of years to, you know, mature a little bit before you make such a huge decision. It's time for Dave's Detox. Look snuggly. Gotta hit both bowls. Oh, jeez. Ouch. Oh, boy. Do you have to be right there when I do my yoga? Jeez. Boundaries, dog. Gotta teach you some boundaries. Very cool.
No, la otra.
I wonder what sloth fur feels like. Looks like it'd be... Aww. Looks like it'd be kind of rough. Like straw almost. Oh. Somebody heard a treat. Treat bag. So apparently this pig doesn't like the sound of a vacuum. All right, my friends, that's a wrap. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, slap that bell around, share with all your friends, tell everybody about Idle Hands. And until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated. And of course, until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.